Okay, third grade. Um, let's review what we've talked about so far these last couple of days. Consonant, LE syllable. Now, we've learned a lot of syllables, right? Closed syllable, check. We've done a lot with the closed syllable. The one to one to one comes under that quote closed syllable. The V and the E ending, and changing your, like for example, in the word, um, when you have solve, we learned that you can't just keep it E by itself, a V by itself, right? So you have to add that. What other syllable we talked about? The vowel consonant E. Check. We talked about the exception, the IVE exception. We talked about adding suffixes to vowel consonant. Suffixes, check. Suffixes come at the end of the word. We spent a lot of time before you learned what to do when you add them to a closed syllable or a vowel consonant E. And also remember the difference between mopping and moping, tapping and taping. Prefixes, check. If you don't know what I'm talking about when you're hearing all of these and seeing these, you better go ask your teacher because these are all things that have been covered multiple times. Open syllable, that's when you have a long vowel sound. Cry, try, cry, acorn. We learned when you add suffixes to your open syllable, if it ends with a Y, you change the Y to an I and add ES or ED or ER unless you have the ing. The threaded schwa. We learned that if an A comes at the beginning of a word or at the end of the word, it's most likely a schwa, like in the word last stuff. We talked about an I being a schwa. If the I looks like an open syllable, but it's followed by a consonant, like in champion, it'll sound like an E. If the I is followed by an O, it will sound like an E, not a short I, it'll sound like an E, like radio, patio. And now I can add with consonant L-E. Boy, a lot. We covered a lot. The consonant LE at the end of a multisyllabic word. Multisyllabic means you want more than one syllable. 3 letters. And E dribble. Close. That's definitely you're dribbling. Dribbling, you drop that E. He dribbles. You're adding the S. We learned about the consonant, the exception. And then we learned that even though you know all of these, you still could be able to look up a word because there are words that contain AL, signal, or EL. A lot. So now we're going to learn something today, and it's not so much a syllable type. It's just letters that make a sound. And it is the Tion and SIO. So Tion and SION make a shun sound. So these words make a shun sound. So if you have the word vacation, they, shun. Shun's not a syllable type. It's just letters that you have to memorize that make that word. It can also sound like a shun, like in the word mansion. A lot of you with your area houses are building mansion, right? Mansion. It can also sound like zun, like in the word television. Tel, wa, vision. So we're going to go over some words that end with your shun and shun. If you hear shun at the end of the word, it is most likely going to be the tion. Sion does also make the shun or the zun, but it's mostly your tion. So while I'm cleaning off this board, I want you to see if you can think of words that end with that shun sound. Third grade, did you think of any words that have the shun sound? I'm going to write a few. See if you can read them. Can you read these words? Investigation. That's a long word. So sometimes third grade, when you look at these words, you don't try to break them down. They can be broken down. Investigation. Investigation. Emotion. That's two open syllables. And then your shun. Tradition. Tradition is something that's like what you do during Christmas or a holiday with your family. Vacation. Location. What is your location? Location. Estimation. What's this word? An open syllable with your shun. Potion. You ever heard of a story and there was a magical potion? Or this word. Open syllable with your shun. Nation. Fraction. Option. An option is like a choice that you make. A lot of words have this shun. Now, can you think of any words that is a good one that I'm writing right now. I don't think that's my favorite third grade. This one too. We talk about we talk about these last two all the time. Can you read those words? Vision, television, invasion, invasion. Now that one kind of sounds like a jean, right? So if there's an invasion, you're invading someone's privacy. In third grade, a lot of these words, the base word is invade. Invade is to go into someone's place. So the SI one and the TI one are actually almost used as affixes. Explosion, explode, right? And I drop that E for explosion. I drop the E in invade. These are vowel consonant E's. Divide becomes division. Conclude becomes conclusion. Same thing here with your TI one, right? Estimate becomes estimation. So third grade, when you see a shun at the end, if you can't figure out the word, look first to see if there is a base word, right? Investigation comes from investigate. And I drop that E. Sometimes not, like emotion, part of the, well, emote, actually. Potion is part of the word. Nation is part of the word. Fraction is part of the word. But sometimes it can be used like a shun,